Okay, hello Libras. What, baby? Clearly my cat wants to say hello. This is Starfish. He's 4 years old. Let me see if I can get a little video of him. I don't know where he is. Oh well. So, I just wanted to first start off by saying that something a little weird happened is, well, it's not that weird, but, some cards had fallen out of the deck for me, one of my decks, like a few days ago, and I left them on my table, and I had to, like, they were for me, and I was supposed to examine them, and I didn't. I forgot about it, so I just took pictures of them, and as I was about to, so I did Taurus's reading, yesterday, and I was going to put these cards back in the deck, because I thought, you know, should it be a complete, sorry if this is wobbling all over the place, I was like, this should be a complete, you know, man, I'm pissed off that I keep hitting this fucking thing. Let me, I'm lowering my chair here. Okay, I think this is much better. Oh yeah, this is so much better as I knock the fucking camera over. Alright, so, yeah, so I had these cards out, and I was told not to put them in the deck for Taurus's reading, but then I was intending to put them back in for your reading, and they told me to take the first 3 cards for you. So, I am putting those over here, and I am putting the other ones in here, and as I do that and get shuffling and pulling and whatever, I'll just tell you what I'm feeling, what I felt when I decided to do your reading and all that stuff. I love talking. Normally my readings are pretty long, so if you're not looking for that, I understand. Feel free to leave me forever. I just do these to, well, basically I was saying yesterday, I want everybody to know that I don't do any sort of like schedule. That's because I just like to do them when I feel like doing them. Man, I'll tell you something. I was feeling good, but when I see this camera fucking shaking all over the damn place, oh my god, it's like this table is wobbly and I don't know why. I have to fix it. Well, you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny about that I didn't realize? Oh, you know what's funny about that I didn't realize? So the first card of the 3 that they told me to pick, the first card you have, and I'll just do a little explanation of how I do. I have two decks, the Santa Muerte deck and this pink. It's the Neo Rider Tarot collection, but it's like shiny and pink. I use this for future stuff, and I use the Santa Muerte deck for past present. So the cards that I pulled for you are from the Santa Muerte deck, which is past present. So in the past present, the cards that I was told to pick for you was Temperance in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse, and the Magician. So pretty powerful cards. You already have 2 major arcana, and the thing that I thought was funny about this is, and here's my cat coming to go knock over the fucking table again. I love you, baby. Say hello. And a nice little car horn for a nice touch. Okay, baby, can you please be careful? I want to just point out that this candle I have not burned all year. Literally, maybe not even. I'm actually not sure if I've ever burned that candle. If I did, it was probably in like 2018. Never touched it, and I felt called to burn it for this reading, so I don't know what the fuck that says. It's my only black candle. I was just feeling some intensity, so I'm kind of all over the place right now, so apologies. But what I wanted to say about the table wobbling, being off balance, is, you know, the Temperance in reverse is all about being off balance. So there's definitely something about that. And when I first, like I was saying before, I don't have a schedule. I do readings only when I feel called to do them, because I don't like I don't think that you should do like a tarot reading when you're having a bad day, or, you know, you shouldn't feel forced to do something. It's just going to come off the wrong way. So I just want people to know that when I do one, I really, it's like therapeutic for me. I'm really enjoying it. I'm not just doing it because I feel like I have to, you know? So, hold on, I'm like spilling all these cards. I pull cards in a very strange way. I don't really do like what I see a lot of people do and just like shuffle and pick one. I actually basically just like spread the fucking shit out on my lap and pick the cards that like call out to me. I don't know. But I just picked some from the Santa Muerte deck for you. And every reading I do, more and more cards get pulled. So I started out doing only like 4 card spreads because I could talk forever just about them. And then yesterday I had like a 9 card. Let's see what this is. You might already have 9 in the past present, so we're moving on, baby. Okay, that's enough from this deck. So yeah, I really enjoy doing these, and I hope you enjoy listening. If at any moment you do not enjoy, just either exit politely, please, or check out, you know, your moon, rising, any of that. But yeah, I just want people to feel good. So I definitely also don't like just saying fluffy, really nice shit and being like, your life's amazing. Like, I feel like a lot of readers do that, and I just don't really find that it's super effective. So if I say something that's like a little bit more harsh, it's out of love, and if it's just something you're not in the mood to hear, I don't want to ruin your day in any way. So please only listen to this if you're feeling uplifted. Man, I got more cards than expected. I thought I only pulled 4 and I got 5. Yeah, we have 8 cards already for your past present. I'm not going to flip them over until I have everything. So, yeah, I wanted to just say that when I decided I was going to do your reading tonight, I've known for like a day or two. That's normally what happens. I know what sign I'm going to read for like a day or two in advance. So I knew you were next, and we have Libra season coming up. So it's only right. But I was feeling good. I had a really good day, and as soon as I decided to do your reading, no offense, but I got like irritated for a second, and I was just getting irritated when the camera was flopping all over the place. But it wasn't an irritated, like I just said, I only do readings when I feel like it, so it didn't linger. It was like, what happened was I got irritated for a second, and then I was just like, okay, but I'm gonna like do my shit. Like, I went and I cleaned up a mess. I was talking with Taurus yesterday how I like left this mess in the kitchen. It was just like hanging in my mind, and that ended up being a big part of the story. Sorry, I'm just like pulling cards, so I might zone out for a second. So I felt irritated for a second. Okay, alright, I'm freaked out right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm putting this down right now, and I'm shutting my fucking thing. I'm shutting my fucking, okay, I still always get freaked out when this happens. Like, I'm super freaked out right now, actually. Hi, baby. I know, mommy's freaked out. Okay, so I'll tell you what freaks me out a little bit. So I normally pull the cards, you know, not looking at them. I told you I just like put them on my lap or spread them out. Oh, and then I just lost half the deck. That's not for you. That's just me being a dumbass. Baby, and I'm sorry, my cat sometimes does this, like literally right as I start doing a reading. Maybe it's because I'm not giving him attention. I don't know. He's just saying hi. He loves you guys. He actually, he loves my Libra friend. My Libra friend came over and he got like crazy. So he must love your energy. But what I'm a little bit freaked out about, and this is like, maybe you're not going to understand how crazy this is, but I do not look at the, you know, the picture side, the side that tells you you know, whatever. And occasionally you accidentally will see one. And in this case, I saw a couple. And I was like, So I picked the first one that felt right for sure. And then the other ones, I saw the King of Cups and I saw the Star. Okay. And I wasn't sure if I should pull them out. So I said, I was like thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to just keep shuffling. And if they come out again naturally, then they're supposed to be in the reading. So I'm shuffling away. And the last two cards I pull, dude, are the King of Cups and the Star, the two that I saw earlier. And I only pulled 4 out of this deck. So I only pulled 4 out of this deck. I saw the Wheel of Fortune, which I took. Then I saw these two at the end, and I didn't pull them. Put them back in the fucking deck, and then they came out anyway. So that's what I get freaked out about. I mean, there's what, 78 fucking cards in here? There's a lot of cards in here, and I wasn't looking, and they came out again. So this is screaming that it needs to be here. And it's also pretty big energy because it's at the final, it's the last 2 of your future energy. Okay, so I have all your cards pulled. Sorry about the noise. We were actually talking about this in the meeting at work today that I had. There's this thing called, it's like misophonia or something that my mom told me I had my whole life. Oh, perfect example. When noises piss you off. And it's like people chewing, people, you know, different things. So I would get really irritable when I was a kid, and just like if my brother sneezed or if my brother was chewing the wrong way, I'd be like, I want to fucking die. And like you physically feel like rage within you. So that came up today, and I'm feeling that right now. I don't always get annoyed by the car horns. Like, I live in the middle of Manhattan, and I you know, I hear it all day long. I hear noises all day long. But occasionally I get a little bit more irritable. And like I said, when I first thought about doing your reading, I got a little bit like, but the energy wasn't, I'm going to dwell on this. The energy was like, I'm going to go do my thing. I just cleaned up my kitchen. I cleaned everything. And I was just like cool, calm, and collected, just doing it. And I also felt like there might be something about like social justice or something. Like you might be angry or irritated at the way the world is working right now, which I mean, if you're not, you're really not paying attention. But I have a feeling that that might play into this before I even flip all your cards over. I've seen them, but I haven't really processed them yet. So those are just the things that I got at the beginning of the reading. Was like irritation about something, but like handling it with a cool, like handling it just like just doing it, just fucking getting it done and fucking doing it. So yeah, I don't think I have any other things I wanted to mention. I just want to mention that one of my favorite people in the world is a Libra, that girl I talked about, that friend of mine. And oh yeah, that is what I wanted to say. I wanted to say, you know, I kind of like having friends of each of the signs, and not like letting them influence the reading, but normally they do tend to line up with the reading a lot. And I just want to say, like, if anything's going like it's been going for her, she's had a really crazy tough time this year. Like, just the most bizarre fucking horrible shit has happened to her. Like, I can't even make up the stories that she tells me, but it hasn't been good. And I haven't talked to her recently, but I hope it's getting better. I really hope it's getting better. Because it's been really tough. So I have a feeling with like the irritation and stuff, it might just be this is your time to like not think about all the shit going on and just like buckling down and trying to like detach a little bit and just getting whatever you need done. Yeah, you got some big cards here. All right, I'm just gonna read off to you what you have. So in the past present, we have Temperance reversed. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. We have the Magician. The Tower reversed. Knight of Swords upright. The Chariot. Shit, you got big energy, man. Is this an 8 or 3? I can't even see. 8 of Cups reversed. Santa Muerte. The Santa Muerte. I don't think this has come out for anybody else. Which is like the death card, basically, in this deck. And then in your Shiny Future deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the 10 of Cups upright. King of Cups reversed. And the Star upright. You end with the Star upright. Okay, so this is crazy energy. I almost want to go backwards. I almost want to work backwards with this because I haven't even like swallowed this whole thing all together. But I just want to say, like, with this Wheel of Fortune, this future section is what I mean. I just want to reiterate, you have a lot of big energy. So Major Arcana, you have Temperance, the Magician, the Tower, the Chariot, Santa Muerte, which is death, Wheel of Fortune, and the Star. And then you have like a King, a 10, like you have big shit. And I want to mention that they're all upright except for Temperance, which is at the very beginning. So if you want anything to be, you know, reversed and not so hot, you definitely want it to be at the beginning of the reading, because that means that's like in your past, or, you know, probably in your past or close to being in your past. And then close to that is the Tower reversed. So with the Tower reversed right next to the Magician, I just feel like this is you moving out of, like I said, like it's so quickly after the Temperance and reversed that I think it's like literally just you not even dwelling. It's like you have some problems right now balancing things. Maybe you have too many things going on. Maybe you're balancing, like, I don't know, something's, maybe you're just off balance in general. I don't know, but you're feeling a little off. But like I said, you're not staying in that energy for long, and maybe you're already out of it, because right soon after that we have the 7 of Swords in reverse. This person is climbing out of their fucking coffin. Like, this person is literally reviving themselves from the dead. Like, you know, this person's stepping out of their fucking coffin. Then you're the Magician, so total control over your destiny, your future, all this shit. You're not taking it. You're not, some people, shout out to Pisces. I'm sorry if you have Pisces placements, but you know, some people just dwell in emotions and things like that. And I want to say my friend who's a Libra, she's emotional, but she, like, handles her shit. Like, she keeps it moving. Like, she was really good. What I was talking about with things going wrong for her, she was super good at not having her emotions influence her actions. And I told her that. I said that was, like, really... I said that's really, like, impressive, because she was reading me. I guess I'll go into a little bit of what happened with her. So she is a very giving person, like probably the most giving person I've ever met. Like, this girl, she doesn't make a lot of money, and I remember one time we just, like, we went to meet up at Starbucks or something, and she ordered, like, some food thing. It was like one of those food boxes, and like some other drinks and stuff, and I was like thinking, oh, why does she need all that for herself? I thought we were, like, gonna go eat something after this, I don't know, but okay. And we walk out, and she hands it to the homeless guy who was sitting outside the door. I didn't even fucking notice him. She didn't mention it. She didn't say, oh, she didn't tell me, like, oh, I'm gonna buy this guy food, you know. She just fucking, like, did it. So I just want to, like, let you know that that's the type of person that she is. She just, like, does nice shit like that. So she gets taken advantage of sometimes because she's so giving. So she started working for her friend's mom, and she was doing a ton, and, you know, like, then coronavirus hit, and her dad has, like, some health problem where it's really, really scary for her to be working around other people. You know, she could bring home coronavirus to her dad. So she just asked to, like, work from home or work at hours where other people weren't, you know, working. And apparently it was this big, huge issue. They made her feel super uncomfortable, and they basically ended up like almost firing her if she didn't want to come in during coronavirus. Like, there was something very strange about what was going on. It was really shady. And then, so the woman totally disrespected her, like, did not even respect her boundaries when it came to, like, family illness. And think about how crazy this is, the karma that came after. And I would never wish this on anybody, but it was just really interesting how this worked out. So the lady who was, like, not giving a fuck about her health, her dad's health, and being like, you need to work for me, like, during coronavirus and come in and do this, she ends up, so my friend ends up, you know, either quitting, getting fired. It was kind of like a gray area. And she's like, I'm done with this. Lady ends up reaching out to her like a week later, being like, we need you to come back. I have a brain tumor. I need to, like, a cancerous brain tumor. I think it's like stage 4, like serious shit. So she's like, we need you to, it's a family-run business, so basically because she has the brain tumor and is getting all this stuff, the whole family is, like, very much out of commission. So my friend was the only, like, non-family member that they had who worked for them. And they were like, we need you to come back and work for us, you know, like, this is really, like, the terrible time. And my friend emailed them back, and the most, like, polite, like, I'm not even getting the whole story in, and I'm probably wasting a lot of time, but I think it's an important story. She was so, she didn't let emotion, like, for me, with my Aries moon, I would have fucking ripped the woman to shreds. I mean, I don't even, like, even though the situation was horrible, I'm not even mentioning, like, how horrible the situation was for my friend, and they took advantage of her so much, and then were like, they didn't even ask her to come back. They told her she had to come back. And it was just like, she replied in the most mature fucking way, didn't even get her emotions involved at all, even though this was a super fucked up situation. She just handled it like a fucking pro, and I don't believe that she went back. So if that's any indication of, you know, if you're dealing with a situation like someone's taking advantage of you, someone's making you feel off. In the last readings I've done, I haven't really gotten relationship-y vibes, which has been interesting because most of the tarot readings I watch are like relationship-based, and I want to say this is not like solely a relationship reading, but I do think that there's definitely some of that in there. It's like interwoven. It's not about love, but I think that if you are in relationships right now, I don't think this is much for, I don't know, I think there's a couple of different situations, so I'll get into it, but I just wanted to give that story about, like, how she handled it, because I think that's what's represented here with Temperance reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, Magician, and then the Tower. So you're flipping this fucking shit backwards. So Tower upright can be, like, I don't know, it can be very scary, but in this instance, when it's reversed like this, I just feel like you are flipping that shit on its head. You're flipping, like, disasters on its head. Like, you're making the best of any situation that has you off balance, that anything that has come up as unexpected or is just throwing any curveball into your life. Maybe you lost your job during coronavirus. Maybe you, I don't know, maybe someone, like, broke up with you out of the blue, like, but you're not dwelling on it at all, and you're fucking flipping this shit. You're using your powers because you're super strong here with the Magician. So you're just turning it on its head. So this Tower is not even scary in this context at all. It's just like, it's really powerful shit. You're just handling everything the way that you should be. So the only really, like, thing that I was saying before in the past here that was kind of not looking great is the Temperance reverse, but you quickly recover. And speaking of quick recovery, my camera shuts off at around a half hour, so I'm gonna stop it and start a new video right now. Okay, so now let's move over to, yeah, oh my god, yeah, so you know how I said, like, fast moving energy? It's really, and I wasn't even taking into consideration really, like, the stuff coming after all this, like, so you have the Magician, then the Tower reverse, then the Knight of Swords, then the Chariot. So the Knight of Swords to the Chariot is like, it's like you're fucking picking up so much speed, dude. This is like, these are both speed cards. This guy is on his horse. This guy is on his fucking horse. His sword is literally lodged inside him. His sword is his backbone, dude. His fucking mind is his backbone. So, you know how I said, like, she had her backbone here? Like, she did not let herself get taken advantage of. She didn't let her emotions take over. Even though you're moving quickly, and the Knight of Swords might be something like, I don't know. I think in this instance, it's someone really, like, moving quickly, but also maintaining their backbone. And yeah, I'm just like, the speed at which you're moving, you're not dwelling on shit, and you fucking shouldn't, because that's not how you progress. So, looking absolutely amazing. And then the last two we have here, Eight of Cups and Death. So this is where the more relationship stuff comes in for me. If you are dealing with a relationship, I think there's a couple things here. If you are in a relationship, you might be breaking it off. And I don't think you're being broken up with. I think you're doing the breaking up. And if you're not officially breaking up, I think you're breaking, like, you're really setting boundaries. You're really like, this is ending here. Like, you're not treating me like this. You're not making me feel like this. I have my backbone, my fucking backbone, and I am moving towards the future. And if you're going to hold me back in any way, it's not happening for any longer. And you're like, you're not giving this person much time either, and I don't think that they would deserve it. Like, if people can't change their act, if you bring something up to someone and they don't change, I think that is like the most fucked up energy of all, and it's just the worst sign of all. And I don't even know if my friend's Libra. I can't even think of when her birthday is right now, but I have a friend in mind right now who was dating this guy who, you know, she really likes, but all of her friends know that she could do better. He's a nice guy, but, like, she deserves the fucking world. And he is, on top of just being, like, a lower caliber person, he's had really horrible habits of, like, he wastes his money. Like, he owes her money. He fucking bought her, he asked my friend to borrow, like, $1,000, I think it was, like, $1,200 to get his mom a Christmas present. So you might think, oh, maybe his mom, like, is really desperately in need of money and, like, needed a car. So, like, you know, that's why you would ask your girlfriend for $1,200 for your mom's Christmas present. Like, it would only be for something super dire. Do you know what the fucking gift was? The gift was a large painting of Tinkerbell. I'm not making this shit up. So, first of all, and my friend, I don't think she's a Libra now that I think about it. I think she's a Gemini. She has no backbone with him. And I love my Gemini friends. She's so nice, but she just did not have any sort of backbone with him. And, like, she did end up bringing things up, which is good because some people just let that shit linger. We convinced her to, you know, bring certain things up, like him owing her so much money, and, you know, on top of it, he was just doing totally other, like, reckless things that you shouldn't do as a grown man, and he didn't change. So, you know, if somebody came to me, I'll also use another example. We had a kid that we hired at work. I'm a manager for this, like, music distribution company or whatever, but there was this kid that we hired. And we've never had a problem with anybody that we've hired because we really do, like, a good vetting process. But this guy, he was just kind of like a charmer. And he won people over. And he is a really nice guy. But he, man, oh man, he was doing, like, the bare minimum. Like, when I tell you the bare minimum, I mean, like, the bare minimum. Like, he did not do anything. And we had to tell him multiple times the same shit over and over again, like, in writing and really stern emails. And it's like, everybody, like, I was talking with, like, the management people, and we were like, you know, if a manager ever came up to me and, like, said these things to me, I'd be terrified. Like, we used to have to use terminology that was, like, implying that he would be fired, and he still didn't change. So that was always kind of crazy to me, to see that people sometimes can hear things and be, like, reprimanded, or, like, and this didn't even start out as being reprimanded, but, like, if anybody even brought up something like that, if I was in a relationship, and I feel like most people who are listening right now are like, if someone said, hey, like, you owe me $1,200, do you have, like, a timeline for when you're gonna get that back? Like, you'd feel like shit. And any normal person would feel like shit and be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like, I'm doing this to get it back to you. And he just, like, didn't even care. So what I'm trying to get at is, if you bring shit up to people, you're not in this energy of you're waiting around for it. And they don't deserve that. If anyone tells you that you should be more patient with somebody, you should give them more time. I've had that so many times with me. My Aries moon, I'm very impulsive, and people are like, you need to tell this person this, you need to give them time to evolve. No, if you're in a love relationship, I honestly don't see the point in teaching people. You're not their fucking mother. Like, what was an example I used before? So I'm a person who, like, loves affection, and it's a big thing for me. Like, I feel like my parents, like, fucking hated me my whole life, so I just, like, you know, that abandonment thing, like, I just want someone to, like, really be affectionate with me. And I think, like, physical touch is my love language, and it's really important for me that someone is just like that naturally, because to me, that communicates to me that, like, they like me. It's not the actual act of, like, being held or something. It's knowing that they want to do that is the good part about it. So if you tell somebody, if someone's really cold and doesn't do that, it's like telling someone that you need more affection from them kind of defeats the purpose, because the whole point of liking affection and appreciating it is knowing that it comes from them and knowing that it's genuine. You know what I mean? So I think about that a lot, where, like, people are constantly like, if you have a problem with someone, you need to tell them. You can't just break up with them without telling them the problems that you have with them. And I disagree. I absolutely disagree. I mean, if you're really invested in a relationship and it's something that you think they just might not know, and they might just genuinely need, like, a little hint, fine. Everybody's different, but I really don't have patience for, like, reparenting somebody and, like, teaching them how to be an adult, you know? If they're not someone who knows to pay you back $1,200 within, like, a year or something after you give it to them for a ridiculous purchase anyways, like, you know, you can just leave them. And I think you probably should. So that's the energy that you have. So I'm probably preaching to the choir, but I just want you to know, if anybody's telling you, like, you're being too hot-headed or irrational or moving too quickly to conclusions, you're jumping to conclusions, this is not a reading where I'm seeing that you're jumping to conclusions in the wrong way. I think you're jumping to conclusions in the right way, and it might be a long time coming. Maybe you've been in an off-balance relationship for a while. I don't know. I don't know what point this is in the past present for you. It could be different places for different people, but all I know is it doesn't matter how long you've been out of balance. From this point forward, you're moving the fuck out of it, and you're jumping out of it. You're running out of it on your fucking horse with this metal backbone, dude. Metal backbone, and you got that sword, dude. You're cutting people off, like you're just fucking. There's this like demon I work with, and I was watching other people's accounts of working with him, and one guy was like, I've never seen. And also, if anybody's freaked out by, like, demons or black magic or anything, you know, definitely feel free to click off. But I'm not, like, a black magician solely or anything. Like, I do everything. I dabble in everything. So I'm not, like, if you're afraid of, like, satanic people, this is, like, still a safe place for you. But they were talking about how he just so precisely, like, executes his his like enemies. Like, he's so precise. It's not even like, it almost looks like he's not even doing anything. It looks like he's not even exerting himself, but he's so precise, and he just, every fucking hit that he has, he just takes everyone out immediately with like one hit. And that's like kind of the energy that you have. And they actually mentioned him being on a horse, and this is literally the energy that you have right now. Like, you are on your fucking horse, Knight of Swords, going super fucking fast. Knights are like fast moving, and you're precise, and you are just like holding steady in your shit. And it's probably because you were not being steady, you know, for a while, and you're pissed off now and you're realizing it. You might have just had like a realization, like, no, I'm not putting up with this shit anymore, and you're cutting it out. And I want you to know that that's absolutely the right thing to do. So if anyone is telling you otherwise, they're fucking wrong. You can tell them to shut up, because this is the energy that I wish more people were in. Like, I wish my friend, that Gemini with that guy, he's a nice guy, but like, she could do better. And I wish that she was in this energy of fucking, I wish I was in this energy, honestly. This is what I aspire to. So congratulations. I really look up to you for like just being a fucking boss right now. So I just hope you know that you're going in the right direction. And even if you feel crazy, and like, maybe you just had some sort of awakening, some sort of like crisis, or, you know, this is very like awakening crisis energy. And maybe not even a bad crisis. I think, like I said, this doesn't scream bad things happening to you. With the Tower reversed like this, after the Magician, I feel like this is all you. This is all you controlling your life. So don't be afraid about like anything coming crashing down on you. I think you're absolutely super in control, super fast, super in control, super strong. And at the end of this past present, you have the Death card, which is one of my favorite cards. Came up for me when I was really deciding that I needed to leave behind these two guys that I fucking was messing around with for too long. They're not up to speed with me. And I feel like whoever you're dealing with, if you are dealing with someone in any capacity, could be a friend, could be family. I'm doing this with my family right now. I'm cutting people off, and could absolutely be. If it is a family thing, I want you to know that there's a lot of guilt. And I was talking to someone about this the other day. There's a lot. Yeah, this random fucking lady. This random fucking lady at the farmer's market, dude. It was so crazy. I've never just met a random person at the farmer's market and started talking for hours. We talked for like 2 hours at the farmer's market. And we were dealing with the same shit. We were dealing with just like men who are just not our caliber. They're not in our league. And we've both just been like, no, we're cutting them out. We're like walking away. We're fucking done. And this Death card came up for me all the time when I was figuring that out. And it was really positive. I've never seen anything difficult with the Death card. And Santa Muerte is like the baddest bitch. Do some research on her. She is so cool. I've worked with her as well, and she's just so nice. And just like, again, like a bad bitch. Like, she knows her shit, and she's not taking anything from anyone. So I'll just get to the future cards here. So we have the Wheel of Fortune upright, which is fucking amazing. Because I think what's going to happen for you is you're going to cut this person off with the Death card, and then you're going to get like this Wheel of Fortune energy. You're just going to have like good fucking luck, good karma for doing what's right. Because what I have here with the 10 of Cups and the King of Cups, I'm not getting that this is like you're the 10 of Cups and then you're going to go into the King of Cups. But what I think, I'm seeing a couple things here. So I'm seeing if you're in a relationship, this is a couple things. So if you're in a relationship, this King of Cups is reversed. This person you're in a relationship with is not ready. They're not ready. They have some growing to do. And I just don't think that you need them right now. I don't think you need that energy, because I just think that there's more happiness on your own. And I want to also say that if you are single, I think you're just going to be like even bossing up even more in your singleness. Or like I said, this doesn't have to be a relationship. This could be like a work partner. This could be family. This could be friends. This could be just like outside things. Maybe you're like, I don't know. I was gonna say addictions, but I'm not. I didn't see the devil in here. Like, just bad habits. You're just like, fuck no. Like, maybe, I mean, I'm not a dieting fan, but maybe if you've just been like eating like shit, you're like, no, I'm not doing this to my body anymore. And you're just like exercising and doing your thing. You're taking care of yourself. So that could be it too, because I just want to really, I want you to know how beautiful this is, ending on the star here. Star is wish fulfillment. The star is literally, you can be a fucking celebrity. You're literally a fucking star. Like, you're shining. See this card? Shining. Okay? There's something liberating about her being naked. It's just like, you're releasing all this shit from you. You're releasing all this baggage, and you're just in the wild now, doing your fucking thing, shining. You're getting everything you want because you're getting rid of all this bullshit. You're getting rid of all the bullshit in your life, and you're moving towards peace and what you want. So that irritability that I was feeling at the beginning, it's like definitely gone now, and it was only there for a second, like I said, and that's why we are so far away from the Temperance reverse. I even think there's something to be said for the amount of cards I pulled in this, as opposed to other people's readings. Like, how many do we have here? 3, 9, 12. Yeah, I only pulled 9 was my max yesterday, and now I'm at 12. So I want that to emphasize how far away we are from that beginning card, that one card, the Temperance reverse. We're far away from it because you've done everything right. I almost don't have any advice for you except to say that you're doing the right thing, and like, if you have any doubts, something needs to end here, and I think you know it, and I think you're already moving towards it, and I just want to reinforce that for you and say, like, I'm so proud of you. And if you're not hearing that, did I ever elaborate on the family thing? Oh, well, that woman, we were talking about relationships, but we were already, I can't even fucking talk because I'm getting so amped up because I'm so excited for you guys. We were talking about family as well, and how we both just like all quarantine, you know, we haven't seen our family, and we were talking about how it's an amazing thing to be able to use, you know, quarantine as an excuse not to go home. So I haven't seen my family in almost a year, and it's like, I don't want to say it's the best year of my life, but you know, it's like feeling really good, and I was thinking about going home at the end of October, and I've just been realizing, like, do I actually want to do that? And I'm really, yesterday's reading was about figuring out what you really truly feel, not what you think, like, you know, really getting to the core of your gut. And I'm kind of like, when I think about going home for that week, I get scared and I get uneasy. Even though, yeah, like, I live near Salem, Massachusetts, and it's Halloween time, so I really wanted to go back and go to the little witchy shops and stuff. But is a day at a little witchy area going to make up for a week in what is usually hell with my family? I don't think so. I don't know. So I don't know. I'm just trying to tell you that I'm working on not feeling guilty for not going home, and I want you to know that you should not feel any guilt with whatever you're cutting off, whatever you're creating space for, whatever you're like moving away from. You don't have to feel guilty at all. That's the biggest fucking lie. If this is like family, like I said, if this is a relationship and people are telling you that you're being too irrational, you're not giving them time to change, don't listen to these people who make you feel guilty about leaving anything behind, because I want you to know that on the greater scheme of things, like if you do any work with any gods, goddesses, whoever, you know, they all want this for you. They all want you to like cut anything out that doesn't serve you. And it doesn't matter if these people are blood. It's a big important lesson for me, is like getting rid of shit that just doesn't serve me. And I think that's for everybody. It's like, yeah, these people are your blood family. Maybe this person's been your boyfriend for 5 years. Maybe you've been high school sweethearts. Doesn't fucking matter. I don't care how long you've been in a relationship, you've been friends. I don't care if this person, you've been friends since you were 2 years old. If you want to be really nice and explain things and be like, this is what I need from you, fine, that's great. But you have every right in the world to just be like, goodbye. You don't even have to say anything. You can just move on, baby. You can just move on at lightning speed and just drop any weight. And you have a really beautiful reading. It's probably my favorite reading so far, because it's not like 100% you're just 100% fluffy and like great. It's like, no, you were off balance and there is something that needs to be eliminated here, but you're moving in the exact right steps already. I know you're already on the right path, which makes me feel really good and really hopeful for you guys. Yeah, let me just guess I'll just quickly look really close at these cards, just see what I see. Yeah, this Temperance card, she's got the two like cups. She's trying to move them from one to the other, and it's just like, that's the off balance thing. She's like spilling it all over herself. And like I said, with the coffin and the Seven of Swords, it's like you're digging yourself out of your fucking coffin. Magician, self-explanatory, you know, crystal ball, very powerful. Tower as well, you're flipping this shit on its head. I already explained that. Knight of Swords. Chariot, you're just fucking partying, dude. Like, you're really, it's celebratory energy. And you're letting go of any regrets. And, you know, Santa Muerte in this death card is pregnant. And you're literally fucking pregnant, dude. You're literally pregnant. With new energy, new ideas, maybe new love. Could be new love. But I will say I'm mostly getting either single energy or like breakup energy, which is good. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Obviously, I think with the star after at the end, this is open-ended, so maybe you're about to meet the exact person of your dreams, because like I said, this is wish fulfillment. This person is like just like conjuring up their fucking dream person, you know, or dream life. You don't need a person, and the Wheel of Fortune is working in your favor, of course. So you use powerful manifestation. You also have the Magician, like I said, which powerful manifestation energy, and I think like you just automatically get rewarded when you cut negative shit out of your life. So know that you can do this and have the confidence that you're doing the right thing, and you basically, after that, once that's done, the world is yours, baby. So get fucking ready, and yeah, let me know what the fuck happens. I want to stay up to date on your life, because I'm like, big shit happening. But yeah, thank you if you hung around till the end. Definitely, if you want any more of these, I don't have a schedule, like I said, so subscribe if you want to know when I upload for your sign, because it could be so unpredictable. I could do 7 in a day and then none for 2 months. You know, I'm just doing it how I feel. Okay. You know what I think actually the significance of this candle is from old shit? I just think it's like picking up old dingy shit. This had cat hair all around it. It was like dirty. And you're just burning through it. Like, as this flame burns, it obviously burns through all that cat hair and burns through it, and it just cleans it up. And it's no longer dusty and whatever. It's like black. It's like sleek, powerful. You know what I mean? So I think you're just burning away old crusty shit. Burning away old crusty shit, okay? And I'm in full support. So bless you all, and hope to see you again. Thank you very much. Bye.